Hmm.
Hi, everyone. We're still waiting for more people to get on, I hope, but welcome to another edition of Ask Todd Live. This show is, hi, I'm,
This
okay,
is
all right.
we've
Hi,
been doing this show
I
for
know, I know,
6
I know, no,
months now,
I'm in my groove,
and
I'm
you
in my groove, I'm in my
still
groove.
are stumbling. Okay.
I got it. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Ask Todd Live. My name's Todd. My name's Tyler,
Nope,
and
do it
this
again.
is the,
Nope, try it again. From the
Hi,
top.
everyone. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Ask Todd Live with Tyler Goff as my name's Tyler, and I am
Come on, man.
Do it one more time.
I'm the host. And Todd is the guy that you ask him questions, and he'll answer them, and I read them, and then I read the questions to Todd.
I've scripted this out for you before. All you have to do is read the thing on the paper.
You want me to read your script? You want me to read your script?
Read the one I wrote. Read the one I wrote.
All right. Here it is.
Word for word.
Hi. Welcome to Todd Show. This show, good questions, me answer. Me answer all questions. No questions not answered by Todd. Ty, host. And then you just crossed out a bunch of words. And then you rewrote that. Ty, host.
You're supposed to read the ones I crossed out. You're supposed to read the ones I crossed out.
Okay, the ones you crossed out actually the ones you crossed out are super articulate. Yeah. On this show, you ask questions in the chat. Tyler will read them. Why did you cross? That's the only part of this. That's
I didn't like my handwriting.
Articulate.
I didn't like my handwriting on that part.
Right. Well, that doesn't matter for anyone else on the show. Anyways, the gist of the show is you ask questions in the chat, or you can ask them with your microphone, talking to your microphone, and then I kind of repeat the question to Todd unless you ask it in the microphone, and then he'll answer it. So that's the show.
Hey, we got it done in 2 minutes that time.
All right. But before we dive into that, we had a question in the actual Ask Todd channel by the one and only Devin Dorsey, who did put his glasses on before the show started, if you were wondering. And so let's go ahead here. Let me go to the channel really quick, and I'll read that question. And then we can dive right into that. Hey, Toad.
Your wife has disappeared. Oh, no, she's back. Okay.
She's back.
Okay.
I thought she was bringing me garlic sauce for my falafel wrap.
Oof.
Hey,
good luck
hey,
kissing that breath later. I'm just trying to find more better ways to interject into the show a little bit. I know I'm so confrontational. I'm going to help today. Today I'm going to help. I'm here to help. I'm helping today.
All right. Yeah. Are you going to keep talking right now? Or?
You're definitely
helping. My contributions going forward are going to be generally helpful. They're going to be less self-serving, less about me. This is Ask Todd. And you know what?
Yeah.
We have a few more of these. So this is me saying, I'm here to help.
Yeah. Right.
Got it.
Well, so far so good. You're helping a lot so far. That was really great. Hey Toad, big fan here. I'm going to be getting a new car in a couple weeks, a 2000 Subaru Outback to be exact, and I'm super excited. Okay, we're getting to the question. It's a stick shift. Subaru excited. It's a stick shift, and I've never driven one, so that's rad. It also belonged to a relative that's a big time PNW-er. I want to do the car and my cousin justice, so do you have any suggestions on how I can soup up my car and go full ham as if I lived right on the Puget Sound or the Willamette Valley?
Dude, you want to do your
Devin
cousin?
Dorsey.
Illegal.
Don't.
That's helping, actually.
He wants to do him justice or her.
That's not what he said.
That was helping.
Yes, he did.
That was helping.
That was helping what I just did.
Okay. Hey, Devin, thanks so much for writing in. Yeah, look, Subarus, people seem to love them. They're one of those cars where the less new and adorned they are, the more hip they supposedly are, which I think is very interesting. My sister and brother-in-law got one about that year recently too. Here's the thing, you've never driven a stick shift before, and have you ever tried driving a stick shift before?
Don't hop on Mike. Don't hop on Mike.
No, I don't know if this was like an audience, volunteer thing. But no, I've never driven a stick shift, but it's quarantine. Why not try something new while I'm at it?
Yeah, let's grind some gears. Hey, let me tell you this. Driving a stick shift is one of the most fun things you can do in a car. It's top 10 for sure. Don't make it. No, that's not helping. That's not helping.
Oh, I didn't even know I took myself off mute for that one.
Yeah,
no, I didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was like I
What
had my
are
elbow on mute.
if the show really slows down today, we can force rank the top 10 things you can do in a car and get that list out probably by the end of the day.
Yeah, I have the list. Actually, I have a top 100 list, but I was just referring to the top 10 of them.
Sure.
But
Right.
yeah, it's one that I made it was like a rainy weekend, you know. But yeah, stick shift it's a ton of fun, man. Look, you're not going to be texting while you drink your big gulp and stick shifting, or you will, like I used to do, but it's dangerous, you know. But look, also on the other hand, the Pacific Northwest is different because you can't pump your own gas in Oregon. Was it in Oregon? Is it from Oregon?
In Oregon. That's in Oregon.
Yeah, is the cars from Oregon though?
It's actually from Washington. It's actually from Seattle. Yeah.
Okay, so never mind. So it's probably going to be very much like any other car then, except it will have some rain damage for sure. You know, you want to watch out for that. A lot of the rain damage is going to occur with a car in the headlights. So you might want to drain your headlight fluid.
In the headlights?
Yeah, you want to drain your headlight fluid. And if you take it to a mechanic, you're going to want to sound like you know what you're talking about. So just take it up to a mechanic and go like, hey man, just got this car, need to get a little tune up. I just need the basics. Say it's a WA car. He'll know that's from Washington. Say it's a WA car, you know, Subaru, going to need to drain the brake light fluid or the headlight fluid. Going to need to make sure the turbo is synced, you know, because sometimes the turbo isn't synced after a while. And then say, I also need to get the tire fluff. And a tire fluff is something they do to the tires to make them softer. And it really just helps you drive better on firmer ground. What happens is if you live in Pacific Northwest, like Oregon or Washington, they'll take the fluff out of your tire and that gives it a better grip. But when it's like a dry road, you're gonna want that fluff, that tire fluff. So
and also Gavin Newsom just signed a law that says by 2035 all cars in California have to have their tires fluffed. We can't have there's gonna be no non-fluff tires on the road in California. So Devin, if you're gonna be driving in California at all, you're gonna want to get those tires fluffed ASAP.
Yeah.
Real ID too. The Real ID, that is also something also too. That's helping the Real ID. Do you guys know about
helping? This is helping. Yeah. Kyle, you're really helping.
That's coming up. It's not till next year, but everybody, that Real ID thing, that's for real. That's why they call it that, I think.
It might be why they call it that. We got a question from Alice.
Yeah, we got a question from Alice. Hi, Todd. Is Todd short for Toddery, Todd Hugh, Toddmas?
So three choices, and they're all pretty far off. I've told people
wrong.
I've told people before that it's short for Theodore. You know, I think some people say like, oh, is Toddrick a name, you know? But no, Todd is not short for anything. Todd is actually, if anything, Todd is actually long with two Ds. The Middle English word Todd is T-O-D. And I think I've actually said this in here, but it's the Middle English word for fox. So if you lived in England, you know, 600 years ago, 700 years ago, and you saw a fox, you would say, oh, look at the Todd. But you'd say it with some weird accent.
Yeah. Got a question from Kyle here. Todd, remember when I was having trouble with my laptop and you said maybe some food got in it because I always eat lunch in front of my computer, and you said it in kind of a judgy way?
Yeah,
I do. That's the question. That's the whole question. Do you remember that?
Well, yeah. And so the thing is also, you said, why can't I log into this monster? And you had a hoagie in each hand while you said it.
Yeah.
And some in your mouth too. And you were like spitting food everywhere as you were talking. Yeah. And you were like looking at your computer, spitting onto your computer while you were doing this. Okay. And so I was just kind of trying to point out, it wasn't even that I was being that judgy. It was almost like you were asking for it at that point, I felt like.
Feels like it. Yeah. So let me explain for those who don't know. You guys remember Boonleys? I used to get 2 to 3 Boonleys a day, and I would always get whatever had like a wrap option, and I would always like scrape out all the stuff from the burrito and then put in my own stuff and be like my own special stuff, like a good burrito cocktail. And I'd hold it up and like it'd be kind of like falling apart, you know, and it'd be always like some kind of like pulled pork or like jerk beef or something like that. And like Todd would always, and it would be, the smell would just be really bad. I mean, it was really, and like, and everybody would go toxic work environment, kind of like quite literally, and like look at me, and it's like, okay, well, this is like, this is openness for me, you know, this is optimism for me, and so like that's like, okay, so like, you know, step down from that, like, you know, no one can say anything,
right?
Can't talk shit on that. So, you know, and so Todd is kind of like being like, I guess like you were saying that you were helping, and like and from someone like me that's helping now, I can totally get that. I see that now when I didn't, because now I'm helping too.
You are helping. You're, way to kind of call it back and bring it around full circle to what we're doing today, Kyle. You're getting better at this. You're getting better at the show. That's really good. We've got another question here from Nick Morrill, one of my least favorite people to ask questions on the show.
Sure.
Hey Todd, what do you drive besides the ladies wild? That is.
That's good. I like this guy. This guy. That's a great one there.
Not like a real question, but yeah.
Yeah, it is, man. Gosh, I like that. I don't know why I like that question so much. Man, that is a great question, Nick. Sorry. So,
you got to answer the question though, Todd. You can't just talk about how good the question is.
I drive it's a Honda. It's a Honda Insight, which is a hybrid car. Casey drives the same car, and it's the same year, I think, too, or not anymore. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. You guys had some trouble with it. Okay.
We sold it to a playwright.
Okay. Shinfo. So I drive that, and it's a 2013. I actually am paying it off this month in October. So that feels good. This will be the second car I fully paid off, which makes me feel old as hell.
We're still waiting on a Big Gulp themed question from Kyle. We'll sit a little bit. We'll wait for him to send that in. In the meantime, Julian Starr wants to know, Todd, I'm really trying to broaden my knowledge of the Tom Waits deep cut discography. How many times do you think I'll need to play Nighthawks at the Diner in order to reconnect with my estranged father?
Yeah, that's a great question. Here's the thing with that, Julian. The two things, I completely see how in your mind the two things are related.
You're right.
They're not, you know. So like you're gonna explore, you know, Tom Waits, and that's cool. I think you want to get into his filmography too. You know, he's been in quite a few films now, and there's a lot you can explore there to really get into the deep cuts. The stuff with your dad isn't going to be fixed by media. You know, it's just not. And that's like a hard pill for anyone to swallow. And it's especially hard when I think you've probably heard it over and over and over again. You know, he's not coming back, you know, and you want him to. You know, of course you're going to want him to, but he's not gonna, you know. And it's not because you're not good enough, you know, for him necessarily. But it's not that is the other side, I guess, of that statement.
Yeah.
And you know, there's no easy way to say that. But that's what I do in this channel. I say some of the stuff that like people, like normal people, would be afraid to say, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm fearless. I'm unfearable, you know.
Right.
I don't have any.
Yeah. This next one.
Can I help?
Go ahead, Kyle. Interject, Kyle.
Yeah. Did you remember from the Dune trailer?
Which part?
The fear is the mind killer part. Remember at the end it does that at the end.
Yeah, Timothy Chalamet, man.
Did you like that? Did you think that was cool?
Yeah, that was really cool. Was that all you had, Kyle?
Well, I have something in. Okay. I do have something in the chat that I'd like to be addressed.
I'm actually trying to get to it. Describe your unorthodox relationship with Michael.
Like you're trying to.
Just get. I mean, This is helping. This is helping the show. You're helping the show.
Sorry, but it's like that does help when it's like sometimes like the best thing I can do to help is like to say like quit your bull honky, you know?
Right.
Well, let's watch the language in here.
Yeah, that's not necessary. This is being recorded. And
This is
Tui watches
children's.
these every Sunday night, right after the last NFL game. So
Yeah.
you know, just keep in mind that everything you're saying is going to be seen by him. Kyle wants you to describe your unorthodox relationship with Michael Phelps. Not really a question so much, but I think it's something that we all could sink our teeth into here.
Sure. Yeah. So it is a weird, it's a weird friendship, and it's kind of funny how it happened too. Is you know, we all remember what happened in Beijing.
It's like the protest this year?
Excuse me, 2008 in Beijing.
Oh, right.
7 gold medals, 8 world records. You know, one fantastic man, and he did some great work for the USA. In Beijing in 2008, and afterward, you know, there was this meme people created of him like celebrating, and what a lot of people don't know is, yeah, he was like going like that, and what a lot of people don't know is I had commented on that pic, and I said, look at that wingspan, is that an albatross? This guy has no alba loss. You know, which I thought was
that's so good,
pretty clever. And he commented on it. He just wrote fire, you know, with an exclamation point. And and
before emojis, so that makes sense.
it couldn't do it. And so and so I commented back, look who's talking. And then he commented back, look who's talking part 2. And
okay.
and you know, Bruce Willis, and and then like we just kind of went back and forth there, and then he DM'd me, and he was like, dude, are you ever like, can we ever hang out, because you seem like the freshest. And it was 2008. Some of us were still saying fresh back then, I think.
Yeah.
Well, he was sponsored by Subway too, so he probably got money for saying that to you.
Yeah, it was like an eat fresh kind of thing, I think, too.
Right. Yeah.
But so yeah, we kind of developed this friendship, you know, this real big, this real deep broship, and
fresh ship, if almost.
It was a fresh ship. Yeah, it was. And we called it the MMS fresh ship. Which is you know, because it's like a boat also, like a big old.
What's cool is if that boat sinks, guess who's got a pretty fast ticket back to shore?
Yeah,
my buddy Todd.
You want to know one celebrity who's not buying a yacht? Michael Phelps. You know,
he freaking is one.
He is a yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle, do you want to read? I want you to read your own Big Gulp rap.
And I want you to read it. That's your job. You have like one thing that you do on
the
this show.
The most helpful thing, if you really want to be helpful, the most helpful thing you could do is reading this rap.
Yeah. No, well, Vero chiming in. I think Vero just doesn't know she's not on mute. Listen, okay, I'm going to read it because it actually does. Yeah. You have to do.
He just muted himself. I don't know if he did that on purpose or
I think he did
an accident.
No, I didn't do anything on it. I don't do anything on accident. It's all, for the most part.
Do you want me to just do the
planned?
rap?
Yeah, please. I want you to do the rap. Do you need a?
Yeah, give me a beat.
But
just so everyone knows, it's going to sound offbeat to them because of the time difference between.
I'm good with that. This whole show is kind of offbeat, don't you think?
Yeah, in a cool way. Yeah.
All right.
Turn up the bass in my head.
Okay, just do it.
Yeah. Okay. Giving out mea culpas, drinking big gulpas. Shawty walk by, make it hard to focus. Is that a good rap? ?
That is good.
That was really good. That was really good.
Yeah, very good.
That was really good.
We were just talking about yachts. I'm like, little yachties right here, man.
Get out of here.
No,
Stop
I'm
it.
serious. That was pretty
No,
good.
you
You could
mean
be in a you could be in a Sprite commercial.
You think I could be in a rap band?
Absolutely. I mean, without
That's
question, without hesitation. You are built for it. You
Thank
know
you.
it. You know you have lived it, and now it's time to perform it, my friend. I
Okay.
think you're ready.
Yeah, mic drop. Carmody says that's cool.
Devin Dorsey's hopping in with another real good question here. Hey, Todd, speaking of Michael Phelps, I found out that I have a broader wingspan to height ratio than Michael Phelps. Phelps is at I'm not going to go into the details here. When will I receive all those gold medals that are rightfully mine? I don't do numbers. Let me just make that clear. Any question with numbers, I'm going to skip the numbers. I don't do numbers. We don't do numbers.
Yeah.
So, Devin, if you were on the show more often, you know I don't do numbers on the show. We don't do numbers on the show. Sorry.
It's okay, Tyler. Can you
answer the question?
Gonna be all right?
It's just a little annoying.
I
I've been
know
doing it for a long time.
I know.
And I only have I won't even say how many rules I have, because to do that I break one of the rules.
I know.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it later. But we gotta move on right now.
Yeah. Go ahead. Answer the question.
Yeah. Well,
answer the GD question.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my boss. You're not the boss of me. Okay.
Right.
If I decide to answer the question, I'll do it. But it's not because you told me to. It's because I decided I wanted to help Devin out.
Yeah, he's apologizing now, but it's like too little. Whatever. Answer the question.
Oh, great. Now someone asked about 7-Eleven. That's more numbers.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to answer. We're not going to say any numbers on the show.
Yep. We're not.
It's so straightforward.
Yeah.
Answer the question.
Okay. Well, don't ask me maybe.
Yeah.
You want to ask me, Tyler? If I'll please answer the question.
Please answer the question for us, please.
Oh, okay.
I think that's so much nicer.
I think it is too. And it's not hard. Also, you know what I mean? Like
costs him nothing.
Costs him nothing.
Costs him nothing to do.
To do it the easy way. To do it the sweet way. You know what I mean? And so just do the effort. Make the effort. Yeah. So Devin. Yeah, man. Man, I don't know how to tell you this. Gosh, there's no easy way to say it. You're gonna have to steal those from him, man. You know what I mean? Like no one's gonna give you all those gold medals that he went, because he had to go to Beijing to get them. And if you would have gone over there, you could have gone over there too. Your arms would have been tired, even though they're long, but he's the one who did it. And so you're gonna have to steal them. And there's no other way about it. But the good thing is I'm his friend. I know where he lives. I have his gate code. Bad thing is the gate code is numbers, and I'm not going to be comfortable saying them out loud. So we'll have to figure out
offline. You can do that offline.
Yeah.
This isn't, and Nick Morrill really instilled this in me, this kind of reputation I'm starting to get around people seeing me as kind of nerdy and geeky and stuff. So this isn't a nerd show. And I don't know how, it's never been a nerd show. It's no nerds allowed. We don't let nerds or geeks or anyone on the show that's like that, except for Madeline Reed. And so we're not saying numbers. Numbers is geek stuff. We're keeping things. This is a cool guy show. Cool guys only. So
Tyler, I would say that Kyle was more the one who asserted that you were nerdy. I just kind of helped facilitate that conversation.
And I told you that being a nerd is awesome. You get to be president.
Right.
Obama. Yeah. You did call out Obama.
I remember you saying that now.
No, he's the best scientist.
You're right.
Obama is the best scientist in the world. That is full stop. So
that is that's a science fact.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
He discovered. Yeah.
Most of that stuff, I
right.
think.
That he discovered that.
Probably, I think a lot of it.
Erica has been cooking this one up for a while, I can tell, and she really, this is a home run for me. Hey, Todd, is Tui short for Ratatouille?
It's pronounced Ratatouille. Tyler, I don't know where you've been, but yeah, so it is short for Ratatouille, and he obviously doesn't, because I think here's the thing. Tui's been around for longer than the cartoon Ratatouille, and he felt like that little mouse just sort of coasted on his coattails, literally, because Tui has like a coat with coattails, and the mouse literally like got onto him and was like riding for a while, and I get that. Like Tui's worked hard for where he is. He's not like a Devin Dorsey that's going to go knock down Phelps's door and steal some gold medals. Tui's the kind of guy he's a bootstraps, Horatio Algiers, build yourself up type guy. And
John Rambo.
Jonathan Rambo.
Right.
Let's go. What about some other ones? Let's keep this going.
Abraham Lincoln.
Sure, Abraham Lincoln.
Right. Obviously.
There was
the Cheshire Cat, I believe, as well. Something of the Cheshire Cat, doesn't he have?
There's a lot of people who like earned it themselves, the cartoons, and so my point is, Tui wasn't a big fan of that cartoon. Well, he liked the movie itself. He said it was very
Pizza Rat.
Yeah, Pizza Rat. Yeah, that's what he said, right?
That is what he said.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're telling me that you think that Ratatouille, the first instance of that word existing, was for the movie Ratatouille?
It was a meal. And
right.
Tui was named after it.
Right. Okay. I got you now. I'm tracking with you now. All right. Thanks for adding that. That was a little confused for a second there. We're running a little dry on questions here. I think, let me see here. Kyle's got one in here. One of my favorite things to do is identify unique harmonies in pop culture. For instance, beans and toast is a popular meal for college students in the UC. Additionally, Mr. Bean is a popular comedy character among that very same demographic. Interesting, huh? So I guess by adding a question mark at the end, it technically was a question.
There's no technically about it. It's a real question. Yeah, go ahead for it. I mean, yeah, it's a real question. Don't dude, you just cut me off at the legs, man. Let him do it. Let him spit.
Go ahead.
Let him.
Yeah, go ahead, Todd. You can please, if you want to, please answer that question.
3 minutes left. That was my answer. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, Todd. What are your predictions for you can read it, it's in writing. What are your predictions for next year?
Carmen, I feel like she did that on purpose.
Me too.
So are you looking for
she won't be back.
I think she's looking for my personal predictions for next year. Because look, I don't want to talk about what's going to happen in the world at large, because frankly, I've got more going on, here than is going to go on out there. And it's kind of stacking up to be an interesting year for me personally. I'm hoping to get employed is one of the things. I really think that would be thanks for effing the chat, Erica. I think it would really be pretty tight if I got a job. Yep, thanks for that, guys. And okay, Kyle. All right. And the other thing is, I'm hoping to not get evicted from my apartment because, Tui laid me off from my job. And I guess another thing would be hoping I can find health insurance, even though I got, even though Tui laid me off from my job. So I guess there's there are a few things. No, don't give that look. Don't look. Okay, I'm kidding. He knows I'm kidding. He's watching this right now. He knows I'm kidding.
He does not know that. He doesn't know that.
I'm kidding. I don't care if I find a job. I don't care. I don't need to.
I really wish you wouldn't say things like that, because as an official placard owner from Tui and Steve for being mentioned in the latest all company update, it's sort of just, I don't think it's really respectful. I actually can't hear you. It sounds like you're underwater.
You can hear me.
Now you sound good.
Okay.
Yeah, you've been a little bit muffled. You want me to move it closer to the certificate? We really can't hear you, but here, I think you want me to move it closer. Yeah, I was mentioned in the latest ACU, and I got a certificate. They express mailed it to me. I got it today. I got it this morning, and it's pretty cool. Not everyone gets those. They're kind of rare, I think. You don't have one, so.
I don't know. What do you guys say? Just let's push for another half hour. I think we could do 60 minutes today. I'm feeling good. Like I'm feeling ready to go. I mean, like what? Like what? I mean, like we could do this. Like, I mean, have you seen like there's gonna be